Holy shit.
It's begun.
The before. He's grounded, Parker.
Jeez Louise.
We're just gonna take the blanket.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, we're trying to podcast here. Welcome to another episode of the Before and After Podcast. My name is Tony Casillas.
My name is Parker Slavens.
And as you can tell, wow, he's angry about that grounding.
He's mad.
He slammed that door. Sometimes you just gotta ground people, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually our sponsor this week, Grounding. We've all been grounded by society and by a natural disease. And stay inside.
Stay inside.
You're just gonna drink mid
Intro.
Yeah, just
you
mid.
were kind of handling it. So
Yeah,
I was gonna let you go.
you
as
kept the
long
mic
as you
up.
could go.
Yeah, okay. As you can tell, we're sane, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new studio.
Yeah. This quarantine has taken no strain on our relationship.
Zero. The podcast will last forever.
Anyway.
Can we talk about something serious?
Sure.
So, the other day, you did something to me,
All right.
and that made me realize a particular group of people that I hate, and I want to get rid of.
Is it because I'm part Native American?
No, it's magicians. I don't like magic.
Okay.
Because you did a magic trick on me.
So it's kind of the Native American thing.
Not at all. No, just magicians.
All right.
Because the other day, we're sitting here watching like TV, and I'm a little high, a little stoned, as the kids call it. And you just start like doing the hand trick where you're like, oh, it's in this hand, but then it was in the other hand, like the sleight of hand stuff.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
And
the hand stuff. I'm really good at hand stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I don't know why I said, yeah, he is. I'm sponsoring
Yeah.
Parker. Ladies, if
He
you
knows.
like, if you're not ready to go full penetration and are just looking for some hand stuff,
Bad at that one.
my buddy Parker.
Not
the one
good
for
at the
you.
latter.
But
Only
if you have
hand
a
stuff.
low standard and want to go all the way, hit your boy up, okay?
Hit up Tony.
It's going to be very emotional for me. A lot of crying before and after.
Right.
Boom. That's the name of the
Boom.
pod.
That's what we're talking about right now. We cry before and after sex, but not with each other.
No. When we're together, it's pure laughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I hate
Laughter. Yeah.
I hate magicians.
You hate magicians. That's
because
right.
you fooled me. I'm stoned sitting there,
Right.
and you just fool me.
Well,
You basically
Yeah.
grifted me.
grifted you. There was no money involved.
I don't-
Just your pride. And
Yes.
yeah, I robbed you of your pride.
You robbed me. But my thing is, if you knew I had my, let's say you did this on the street, you're just making an ass of people. That's all magic is look at me.
Right.
You're the asshole because guess what? I got your fucking card right. You can't fool me.
Yeah, well, definitely every card trick is like you're an idiot. That's the point of every card trick. I feel like I never really enjoyed card magic. I was more into big props.
What was your biggest?
My best trick?
Yeah.
I could take your $20 bill.
And steal it and run away, grifting.
I do destroy it.
Do you really?
Well, I make you sign it,
Okay.
which is illegal or whatever. And then I disappear it. And
Okay.
then you get a prize, though, in return.
What's the prize?
You get to pick from these cards of prizes.
Mhm.
The prizes include things such as a new car, a computer, you know, $10,000 cash, you know, all these prizes. And you, for some
Before you
reason,
give up-
always.
Yeah. Before you give the results,
Yeah.
I never win the 10,000, do I?
No. You always win a bag of lemons. Every time they win that.
Yeah?
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why I feel like you guys are fucking liars. Because if it happened occasionally, cool. I'll risk $20 for a car or 10,000.
yeah.
But it just seems like the last 6 times you've done it to me, I have gotten lemons, Parker.
I know.
And I have a bedroom.
You
full-
haven't stopped falling for it.
I know. I want the car. I need a new car or 10,000 to get a new car.
Well, keep playing the game, and I bet you'll get there.
Are you sure?
You know, I bet you can play for $5, and you'll get like parts of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get like a tire,
Ooh.
and then another tire, or you'll get lemons.
Can we add
again.
cards to it? Like
We can add
tire.
as many cards as you want, and you're still gonna get lemon.
What does that even mean? See, that's the reason, dude. That's why it's fucked up. You're telling me that you're frauding me out of money.
You get the money back after.
I have never seen a
After I take the bag of lemons,
Yeah.
and you pick one lemon out of a whole bushel, a bag of them, at least 6.
Yeah.
You pick the lemon. I don't pick the lemon, you pick it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I cut that lemon in half. And inside it is your $20 bill.
So you're telling me if I go in my room right now and I just
Cut
start
those
cutting,
lemons in half.
I'll be.
All that. all
I'll
that
have rent money for the month.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really hard to find those lemons at the grocery store. Only magicians know how to do it.
How do you do it?
I can't really
Oh,
feel it.
fuck. This is another problem with you fucking magicians. You're always just like, oh, I can't tell this. Yeah. You're like casinos. Magicians are basically casinos. So yeah,
They go hand in hand.
so yeah, maybe it has something to do with Native Americans deep down. It's not.
Wow. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm kidding. But I just hate magic, man. The reason I hate it is
Yeah.
there was a time period where magic was just fun. It was loosey. It looked like everybody's like neighbor. You know your neighbor. He's like that jolly old guy. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
That was a magician. He's
Right.
like, hey, how's it going? My name's Bob. I'm the magician for tonight. And then like Chris Angel and fucking David Blaine came around, and they're like, oh
I'm
no.
a wizard.
Yeah, we're gonna make it satanic. We're gonna make it
Yeah.
sexy. We're not just going to make you disappear.
Yeah.
We're also gonna make your ability to orgasm disappear, because once you look at me, you'll never be able to orgasm by looking at a normal human being. Like, it's
Interesting,
wizardry. It's
yeah.
disgusting, and it
I don't
needs.
want my magicians ripped. You know
No?
what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want them to have abs.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You can't do magic and be fucking cool. Like, you
Yeah.
can't.
You can't. You're right. You're right about that. You cannot do magic and be a cool person.
But they're
Yeah.
trying, and it's working.
I wouldn't say all that. I
Chris
mean,
Angel, he's
yeah,
pretty cool.
He was during his show, I bet.
He was. What are you talking
I feel like he's
about?
like 60 years old now.
Chris Angel ain't 60. He's like probably like 40.
He was
Max.
40 during his show.
He still sells out a casino every night.
Well, you know, I wonder how you become that big of a magician. Like, there are not that many of them.
Yeah. Probably have to.
Are you creating your own tricks? I bet he is. I bet he's got like a team of engineers.
You have to.
Yeah.
You can't just always do, saw it in half.
Right, yeah. you
Something
gotta
that
do
like
new
an
shit.
8-year-old can do. You're
Yeah.
not going to pay $80.
I like that he floated on that TV show all those times, and that was just straight up wires.
Yeah.
And like, he acted like no one knew that.
Dude, honestly though, he probably fooled
He probably did. fool
25 to
people.
30% of the country.
You're right.
Like 25 to 30% looked at Chris Angel and goes, "Oh, Jesus is going through his emo phase right now.
Yeah.
Let's just let him get through this, and then water will start becoming wine again."
Yeah.
You know, he was.
There were certainly church groups who hated that, right?
You think so?
Of course. They look
But
down on
also
magic.
saying a church group that hates something is just like saying water is wet. You know what I mean? Church groups just in their nature hate things.
tend to find something.
Yeah.
to hate.
If it's not biblical, there is a high
What's the
percent
word?
chance that you're on the shit list of the
of
the Bible. You know?
It's secular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. I don't because I don't know. Like I said, I think magic is just grifting because you're just fooling. And my thing is,
People like to feel like there's something more, Tony.
yeah,
I know you don't.
I do.
But
I like a good show. Like I saw Penn and Teller, and they were fantastic. But like,
and you felt grifted afterwards, or did you feel like there was a little bit more sense of wonder
yeah,
in your life?
more grifting.
Grifted.
Yes,
They even tell you how they do the trick.
I know, and I still couldn't follow.
Yeah.
You try to show me the trick, and I couldn't follow it.
Yeah, you're pretty dumb. I feel like that's why you get mad at magicians. You know?
Because I'm just mad that a magician is smarter than me. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, like, even monkeys don't get mad at magicians. They're like, what? But like, you're like, whoa.
Is there a magician that does magic tricks for monkeys?
Oh, it's all over the internet.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish we could pull up videos.
We can.
Can we?
Yeah.
And then play them along
I'll just
with
cut
our
this
video?
part. Oh, yeah. Play it real quick.
All right. I don't know where the remote is.
Well, then we're not playing videos yet.
Yeah.
And that'll be starting next week. We'll have a
Next
video
week we'll
function
figure
ready.
out videos.
We just fooled you.
Yeah. Look who's the magician now.
Literally, their expectations like, wow, they're becoming a clip show. And we're like,
No
surprise. We're
way. We
just,
should become a clip show.
I'm not changing. Yeah, because that's going to work well with our audio listeners.
Yes. There'll be clips from old radio spots. Like segments from The Shadow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm the Shadow.
The Shadow knows. Do you know about The Shadow?
I don't. What's that?
I don't really know much about him either. I know
Were
he
you
was-
just hoping that I knew?
Yeah. I was really
Okay.
hoping you'd fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
He was. It was a radio show where like a guy fought crime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called the Shadow.
and then they
So-
would just talk.
So it's just
It
Batman.
was like a sitcom, but on the radio.
Oh.
Yeah, not that funny or interesting, but I had to listen to him for class.
Was this your preparation for this week's episode? You're like, you know what? I'm going to drop the Shadow, right?
I was pretty excited.
I'm going to drop the Shadow. But I'm gonna praise it while shitting on it at the same exact time.
That's right.
'Cause this is the process I just felt. You're like, the Shadow. I was like, ooh, that's a cool name. It's about a crime fighter. It's funny, right? And I was like, ooh, a funny crime fighting
pretty
radio
funny.
show? That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. And you're like, it's not that good. Like instantly,
Yeah.
you like shit on it.
Well, I mean, as far as radio sitcoms go, it's great, I guess.
Okay, you don't have to say that. You
Yeah.
can just say it's good for what it is.
I feel like that is exactly what I just said.
After saying it, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I'm a little slow. I'm not. That's why I got into stand-up comedy. SAT scores were good enough to get into school. We're like, well,
Yeah, mine were not good at all.
we just let anybody in.
Yeah.
Like my college acceptance was just like, fuck it, come on in.
106%. They accepted more people than who applied. They would just mail degrees to people. Go, hey,
Who?
congratulations, you're an engineer now.
Your community college?
No, they didn't do that. But
Oh.
yeah. Dude, my community college was crazy. Community college is pretty nuts.
How the year I took community college, it wasn't that nuts. Why?
Dude,
why
it
do you
was crazy.
That was community college crazy. It was like parking wacky. Like, I don't know where I'm going to park today.
No, there was so much parking. It was so great.
Yeah.
There weren't even like differentiation between student and teacher parking. It was all
so
the
the
same.
teachers parked amongst the students.
Yeah.
They were one of you.
It's right. Yeah.
Probably because a lot of those graduating kids couldn't find jobs after graduating from that community college, so they just had to work at the community college.
That's right. Yeah, they're just like become staff. They just get more and more staff every year. It's like,
By the
how
end
many janitors are there? There's one for every room.
one teacher for every student.
Yeah. This classes were small. I took some of the night classes there, which was even weirder.
Is that fun?
No. Yeah, it was all right. It was really funny because my teacher of zoology was also the night stalker at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
like, so after this, you're just going to go to Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing with your zoology degree?
Well, Parker, I think this has to do with, you probably realize zoology is a useless degree.
Is it useless?
I wouldn't say. I would say
Can't you go run a zoo?
you could go run a zoo, but I think a lot of zoos are shutting down.
Yeah.
Because I think people are realizing maybe zoos aren't as animal friendly as they are. I'm not saying all zoos. I've been to zoos where it's like well run, where animals. Yeah,
Maybe he loves animals.
that too. But I'm not
And
saying
doesn't
useful.
wanna
And this is
cage
coming
them.
from a guy who got a film degree, so I shouldn't be talking about useful degrees.
I don't even have a degree, so
Because
what
literally-
the fuck, he was teaching me. You
Because
know,
before this, my job,
I
wasn't-
just feel like
honestly, my job before this, I wasn't changing the world. I was editing videos for Instagram models, and
pretty great.
it was it drove me crazy, Parker. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, this has been the best break because I would get like an hour video of an Instagram model just like pimping these products, and I would have
Right.
to cut them into like 9 different like 1 minute, 2 minute clips. And when you just hear the same like upbeat energy voice, you start going a little crazy. Like I would stay up late sometimes
Yeah.
trying to get so many projects done.
And then you'll want to apply the blush. The blush I got from Target.
Yeah.
Target has the best things.
and I would just be in like my room like, should I go get food? And it's like, Tony, go get food. First get food.
Yeah.
And like I became that person, and it scared me. It frightened me.
That's so weird. Yeah. That happens to me a lot. Like if I watch a lot of Harry Potter, the
Yeah.
voice inside my head becomes British.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Can you do
For,
your
like, a
best
day.
British accent?
Oh, it's bad.
Do it.
Hello.
You were wrong. Hello. Hello.
What you want? A muffin or something? You know? There's a lot of not words. Every once in a while we go on a jiffy, don't you know? That's almost like Australian.
That's nothing. That's all.
Wiggly bubbly bee.
Now that's a little Italian.
Yeah.
A bibbida boobida boo.
Yeah.
A bubbida boobida boo.
That's Italian. That's my Italian
Yeah.
accent.
Just,
Yeah.
what were you mad about?
The chipmunks.
What are they doing this time of year?
Oh, dude, since it's not Christmas, they're just like chilling, fucking bitches, been doing shit, rockstar chipmunk shit.
Rockstar chipmunk shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're actually okay. Your accent's garbage, terrible, right? Just listen. It's negative first and a positive.
Okay.
But your ability to transition from shitty accent to shitty accent, amazing.
Oh, okay, good.
You went like, "Boo-ba-da-boo-ba-da-boo," and then you became like Machine Gun Kelly. Rock star shit. They just be fucking.
Yeah.
They just be going hard in the puss, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes.
It's pretty good.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say.
I know you want to be Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't want to beef with Eminem and lose.
No, you want to be.
No.
You wouldn't want to be Machine Gun Kelly?
No.
Parker?
I disagree. I don't believe in the idea of ever thinking I'm cool.
You think he thinks he's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
I think he thinks he's the coolest motherfucker
ever lived, yeah.
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 And I don't. That's a tightrope walk that I'm not willing to do.
But I think I think that's the difference why we went into comedy
Yeah.
versus music.
Yeah.
Because I think in music, you have to
have to
give off this
believe it.
vibe of like, fucking, this is my music.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I stand by it. And where with comedy, it's all like, you're the loser.
Yeah.
And you project like, this is a weird situation
Yeah.
that I went through.
Comedians who say, "Hey, take me seriously," I'm like,
You're a clown.
yeah, what the fuck do you want to be taken seriously about? Like,
we're clowns.
Do you even know the job here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to be Machine Gun Kelly.
No way. Yeah.
Okay, what's one artist?
Bobo the Clown.
What's one artist if you could pick
Oh,
who you would
I
want to
could
be? Yeah, because I think for me, man, I love Paul Thomas Anderson
Mm-hmm.
because I like him a lot because he makes some really interesting and like layered movies. Like
Yeah.
they're very layered, they're very deep in thought. And I like There Will Be Blood. I've watched
Oh yeah.
3 or 4 times, and every time I find something new.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And he makes these amazing movies, but then he's also really good with comedies. Like Inherent Vice was awesome. Martin Short is hilarious in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Brolin is funny, and it's like this funny but still very smart, interesting movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing I like about him is he's one of those, like, I would say maybe art house directors. He's more like maybe more indie film directors, and he doesn't take himself too serious, which I
Right.
like. I hate when like these artists like have pride, but like don't
Yeah.
take yourself that serious. Like just be like, yo, I'm making something.
It definitely like sets you up for failure.
Yeah, be proud of it, but you don't have to
Yeah.
be a fucking
You don't have to demand everyone else be
Yeah.
proud of it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like, it just seems like insecurity, you know? That's what that
Do
is.
you? I think those people are like too secure. I think
Really?
it's actually they're so like confident, and they're just like fucking like they just
Really?
learned like I think maybe some cases. I bet you there's some cases of
Yeah.
insecurity.
I feel
But-
like MGK is insecure.
You think so? Yeah.
How do you be mad that mad and not be insecure?
I think it's also a character though.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
because if you look at him like
But that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like, why if you have a character like that, you're probably insecure.
But isn't everything a character? Like anyone in the arts, it's almost they're a character because like
Nah, dude, I'm the realest motherfucker alive. What are you talking about?
Parker, when you do not have a microphone in your hand during this podcast, you never say, "Man, I'm the realest motherfucker alive." Like this is a kid.
I do. I think that every day.
You think it? Yes, you think it. I didn't say you don't think it, but you never go, "Yo, what up, Tony? I'm the realest motherfucker alive." Don't forget.
Well, I didn't realize you needed to be told it as often.
That's true. I do need a
You need to be reminded.
yeah. Remind me that
Of
you're
who the fuck I am.
that you're the realest motherfucker alive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm not that realest motherfucker alive. I feel like that title goes to like Obama or somebody. I don't know.
No, this one's for Obama.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who do you think the realest motherfucker alive is?
I don't know. I really don't like, dude. I feel like I don't know. I think a lot of artists, it's like you become a version of your art that you want to be. Like you
Right,
do.
yeah.
You be because I feel like, except if like you're like an Emo Phillips type, where he's like this one character. It's more of like a character, and then off stage he's someone else. But even that, it's not
Off
real.
stage, he wasn't really someone else.
What do you mean?
When I talked to him, he was very much the same person.
Oh, like in
Yeah,
character
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We all had a discussion like, I wonder what he's like watching TV at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
So maybe he's evolved into that character.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But then some people say, the show starts when you walk in the door,
Oh,
So,
that could be it too.
yeah.
Do you think you could ever do something like that, like method act like that, where you're always in that state of mind?
Yeah,
You think so?
I could. Yeah. Always? I don't know. I feel like I
Like-
would have like releases when I'm like alone. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be weird. I don't think I
Yeah.
could do it.
Some people like live as the character for a year
Yeah.
and then act in the movie.
I remember, who was it? The actor who played Two-Face in The Dark Knight.
Hmm.
He was telling this story about the scene in the hospital where Two-Face and the Joker meet for the first time. He was just laying in the hospital bed and just getting ready for the scene. Christopher Nolan's like lighting stuff. And then Heath Ledger just walks in as the Joker, but doesn't say anything. And he's just pacing around, talking to himself in that Joker voice.
Yeah.
And then at one point, he just grabs for Two-Face, and he grabs the Joker's hand.
Hmm.
And this was before they were rolling, and then he like let go and walked back around. So when they actually did the scene, they went for that, and he grabbed it like they rehearsed, but without planning it. They were just in it. And then afterwards, after the scene was done, everything, they got their makeup off, and Heath Ledger just walked up behind him and goes, "Now that's acting."
Man, that's awesome.
And that's cool. I would like that.
Yeah.
I think if I'm like in a scene with someone, I could be in character for that scene because I get it,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
if you're a character like that. Like it's not like a rom-com
Yeah.
where you're just saying lines, but you're actually
In a character,
you
in a
have to-
mindset.
you have to become this crazy
a
person.
different person. Yeah.
But I think once they yell like cut and end of scene, I would have to go back to
To Tony.
because I think
Yeah.
I would go.
You could lose yourself.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I once started wearing Echo jeans because I just like listened
yeah.
to 50 Cent like for one summer, like a month too long.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need Echo pants, Mom. I need them.
Yeah.
The streets need me, Mom. Like
Yeah.
it became wild.
I had Echo pants.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
They were good pants.
Yeah. Quality denim shorts. Yeah.
They were good. I liked Echo.
Echo was great. Echo Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was their symbol? Was it like a rhinoceros or
It was a
something?
rhino because I'm as strong as a rhino.
That's right. That's what their tagline was. Echo, I'm as strong as a rhino.
Yeah, it was.
I like that it was like branded as like urban, and then one day you turn on the TV and Ashley Tisdale is like
wearing Echo.
is
But
like
I think-
the Echo spokesperson.
I think white people like to do that a lot because
yeah.
I think rap in general was marketed as urban, and then one day you walk out and
And G-Eazy's.
it's just Tony and Parker's at those concerts,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Whoa, he's our homie!" Like,
Right, yeah.
So I think we do that. Like, we let these other cultures create something really good
Yeah.
till it's really good, and then we're like, "Hey, come over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna brand you now
Yeah.
to a certain demographic we like."
lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like a
you
lot
wanna
of money.
you wanna have millions and millions and millions of dollars? Do
Yeah.
you wanna have everything you've ever wanted?
Everything you ever wanted.
Everything you've ever wanted. All you gotta do is sell tickets so pricey that only affluent white children can come to your concerts.
And all those kids are going to lie to their parents, saying they're going to go see the Jonas Brothers, but instead they're going to see you, Little Yachty.
Is this what you want?
And then a lot of them are like,
Well, fuck
Cool, yeah, I want-
I want everything I've ever wanted.
yeah. And you can't, I don't
I
blame them.
don't blame anyone.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I would do that. Yo, if anyone's listening who can do that for me,
Just,
would you like just become a different career if someone was like, I can make sure you're the best in that career?
what's the
You're
career?
a singer now.
No.
No.
What kind of music? If
You're
it
like
if,
Hobo Johnson.
no. I like Hobo Johnson. I just don't, I don't think
You
I
don't
would-
think you could do it?
I think,
We're talking,
what I think
I
about
want to
it,
say $20 million a year
the thing about Hobo,
for 10 years.
thing about Hobo I like. He's good. I like the lyrics.
Yeah,
I think there's a shelf life
of course.
with his kind of music because it's very like, I'm a kid. The hardships of falling in love for the first time, hardship
Yeah.
of like moving out at your first time.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of really old guys still doing pop punk music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. But again, I think we were talking about this in another episode where you just have to like evolve as an artist, and you have to move
Right,
with the
yeah.
time. Where you see a lot of them, they change, and then it just doesn't sound the same, or like people don't want to hear the new. Like Green Day gets shit on every time they release a
Right,
new
yeah.
album, but
You're
it
not the old Green Day.
exactly. But I
Yeah.
feel like they're hitting a different generation.
Mhm.
I just think with that kind of music, you plateau and you kind of leave it behind. It doesn't become as important to you. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Where then, like,
Yeah, people used to say that you would only listen to like certain music your whole life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty accurate. I listen to a wide variety, but it's all pretty much the same.
like what? What's your go-to?
Yeah, I like hip hop.
You do?
Yeah,
It's weird because you
I
like
came to
hip hop, but you also
way
like
later.
Disney Channel stuff, like Jonas
I
Brothers
do,
and stuff.
yeah. I have a whole Disney playlist just from the movies. I
And
don't really love Disney artists.
Yeah.
But I love the musical soundtracks.
They're amazing.
They're great. Uh,
I think it's cool, and I think I don't know, man. It's like I used to be someone who shat on country a lot,
yeah.
and one of my friends who loves country just started showing me like different tracks and different artists,
Right.
And like I found a new respect, and I actually really enjoy.
I kind of like country now.
I enjoy
too.
country. Like
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, Cody Johnson, who's this red dirt country artist from Oklahoma, actually. And I saw him
I know the Johnsons.
at the you probably know like 4 different Johnson.
yeah.
But yeah, so I think you evolve, and like I still like listen to pop punk music all the time, but it's
All
like
the time.
I love it, but I think I have to be in the mood for it, and it's like I'm also growing my musical taste.
Right.
So I think you always just have to grow, and I don't think I want to be a singer. I
I
think
would never want to be a singer or rapper.
because I feel like that's one thing I love about comedy is where at the end of the day it's you and the pen and the stage. Where with music, you in comedy you only have like once we get to that level you only
Yeah.
really have like one agent, maybe one manager, and that's all to like just book your gigs.
Yeah.
But like what you do content wise, they don't really.
Musicians, they have so much.
They have to like, oh, you're gonna work with Taylor Swift because she's doing a song about breakup. You're a boy. You just got broke up. We
Yeah.
can sell you as a couple. Are they dating? Are they not? We're like comics. We're like always like that third tier, no matter
Right,
how
yeah.
popular we are.
Yeah.
Like even Joe Rogan, who's the #1 guy right now,
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
isn't nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's no Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I think I love that about like this art, podcasting, and comedy. It's like we can
Mhm.
just do what we want. We don't have to work for a beholder for
right, yeah.
higher ups.
Yeah.
So
They're like, there's no like big studios for comedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what honestly what kind of drove me away from film,
Yeah.
because like I started working on movies after college, like small independent movies, and what I realized is even so I'm going to work like my ass off, and when you're like a PA you're not really doing any film work. You might get to like set up a light here and there, but you go nowhere near the camera, you go
Yeah.
nowhere near audio, so you're not really learning. You can maybe learn in between takes if you don't have a particular job right at the
Right.
moment, but a lot of times it's like, oh, you're fucking a mile away from set, you're guarding like the next location, or
Mhm.
you're getting water for everyone, so you're not even on set
Right.
learning, and then eventually you do get up maybe to director, you write something, you can write
Mhm.
and direct it, but even then you're working for the producers or for the distribution company, and if they say, hey, we don't like this joke because we have this product, take
Right,
it out,
yeah.
but you're like, I really like that joke, they're like, well, then we don't distribute your movie.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So
That's so true. Yeah. And that's kind of the issue with like releasing specials on like Comedy Central and stuff, because they have so many advertisers.
yeah,
Yeah, Netflix is all subscription based, so they don't have to worry about that.
no,
You can make any joke you want.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I definitely like Netflix a lot as a place for comedy.
How do you think? So you said singer for me. What about you? If you could be, because you like a beat maker, because you do make beats, would you do
I
it?
do, yeah.
If you could be like a hip hop beat maker, you would trade?
I would not trade,
Yeah.
but if that was just the other thing, yeah.
Yeah.
If I like woke up tomorrow, hip hop beat maker, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
But I also, if I woke up tomorrow, a professional comedian, I would be happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's definitely not something I would be willing to put as much work into as I am comedy.
That's
you know
true.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Because what a silly thing for me to be.
A clown.
Yeah. No. A beat maker.
I love how you could like go to family members and be like, oh, I want to be a comedian. They're like, but if you walk up and be like, I want to be a hip hop beat maker, they'll be like,
producer.
we're sending you to therapy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get checked out. You're getting checked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would not be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's strange. I'm musically not gifted.
You were in band.
Yeah, it was awful though.
What, your last chair?
Last chair. I literally,
Like
trumpet. I stopped giving a fuck about like probably sophomore year. Like I was like, this is not going
Not for
anywhere.
you.
But
Yeah.
I liked everybody in band, so I stuck through it.
Oh,
And,
nice.
like my last year, where it would be like symphonic and honor band,
Mhm.
then second period band would just be like the freshmen who like maybe started their instrument later.
Right.
So it'd be like a more one-on-one. And me and my buddy Justin Collier, the only two seniors in that one with a bunch of freshmen. And we would just like fuck around.
Yeah.
And our band director, Mr. Petrisky, hated us. Like at one point I yawned because I was tired
Yeah.
because I went to bed at 1.
Yeah.
And I just went, "Oh," and he goes, what are you yawning about? Does this class bore you? Maybe you should have taken more care in learning the instrument, and then you wouldn't have to be in such a boring class. Like he flipped out.
Man,
Yeah.
I hated that. Like teachers who would just randomly take their whole life out on you on the class
Yeah.
over some bullshit. It was like, you all made the same grade on this quiz. It was a 100. I'm dying.
Oh boy.
Yep, I have the corona. Yeah, and then she just thinks you're all lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been able to continue that act out if I didn't die just now.
I don't know, man. Teachers are weird. They snap.
They do, yeah.
Like,
they
I
get
remember-
in a fight with their husband or wife.
do you remember a more simpler time where you weren't worried about like someone coming into the school and shooting up the place? You were worried about, oh, the teacher's gonna shoot up the place.
Yeah, or
Like
themselves.
that's when we went to high
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Like when teachers like, I remember one teacher. I'm not gonna say his name because he was actually a really good guy, and he was one of those teachers. He was like a young guy. What happened with him was he got like a computer science degree, invested in this tech thing, and like made a good amount of money. And I'm not talking, but like he could retire now. So he's like, heck, I'm 29. I didn't want to work crazy amount of hours, so I'm going to become a teacher, teach like computer science and art history, 2 things I learned,
Bam, bam.
and just live a good life. I can go on vacation during the summer with my wife and kid.
Yeah.
Like just for him, it was like this
Easy thing.
perfect job.
Yeah.
And one day, man, he would always like BS with us, joke around with us. And one kid, he was just kept on going. He goes like, "Come on, man, let's stop. Let's actually start learning." And he kept on going, and then he just took a desk and fucking threw it.
Oh no. Yeah.
He just threw it. Thank God it hit no one, and everybody in the class was just like, "Oh God."
Yeah. What do you say? You just,
Yeah, we all just shut up. He finally got the kid to leave the classroom.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, I think we're going to finish the class with a movie.
Yeah. How do you teach after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. But I don't think I could be a teacher.
No.
Yeah. No way. I would
I respect them.
I would definitely snap if I was a teacher
Dude,
all the time.
I said, being scared of teachers, I respect everything you do.
Yeah.
Because I know I would snap before second period every day.
Yeah. Before second period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Someone's going to say something smart, and I'm just going to go off.
I'll just go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Who do you think you are?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Some hormonal teenager.
I couldn't be a teacher.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
Just dealing with kids just wanting to put fingers into holes and
Yeah.
You
what grade are you teaching? All of them.
I would say high school. That was a
Yeah.
6-2.
Oh, that was a sex joke. I thought you were talking about fingers and noses and ears.
Yeah, I was going more complex, but
I
if you want to
see,
think
yeah.
that, you
Yeah.
can. But
Well, Some of us don't have our mind in the gutter, Tony.
I am a filthy.
Yeah, he's a filthy, filthy man.
I'm a filthy man.
Yep. This is true.
But is there anything you've seen like a teacher do that like made you go what?
We
Whoa,
just
she
made a
snapped.
teacher cry once.
You did?
We as a class
No.
felt not taught efficiently or to the standard that we needed
Yeah.
to take a test that she wanted us to take.
Yeah.
So we just said we weren't going to take it. As we united.
You unionized against your teacher?
We're like, we need more time to take this test.
And what'd she say?
And she was like, no, you're going to take it today. And we said, no, we are not. And then she was like, I just don't understand how you don't know this. And then we said, because you didn't teach it to us. And then she cried even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made a teacher cry. She was our biology teacher.
Yeah.
So like she was this lady where she would sit at her computer sometimes and she would just laugh, but maniacally. Like she'd just go, and we'd just be like, what the fuck? And she's like, it's an inside joke. Like she was just it was very weird.
Yeah.
And one day she tried to teach us something. Like you said, we weren't getting it. And like every time we answered wrong, and it wasn't like people being dicks or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just didn't get it. And she's just like, "Fah!" She goes, "Why don't you ever pay attention to me? It would make this easier." And she just fucking
Lost her shit.
her shit. So she came back the next day, acted like nothing happened.
Right.
Like, that's weird. So that was Friday. Then on Monday we come back, and her name, she left this little message. She goes, "Hey guys, I am not coming back for the rest of the year. I accepted a job at Disney World to work at like the planetarium to work with the flowers at Disney World." Like we caused this woman to relocate in a weekend.
She had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, she
She's
just
like, you know
relocated.
what? I'm not going to be a teacher.
I'm working with flowers at Disneyland.
That sounds like something I should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can grow flowers, not children.
Honestly though, if children are the issue, you're working at Disneyland. There are going to be kids fucking everywhere.
All over the place.
And they're going to be asking about your flowers too. Like if you're guarding there and people
But
are like,
she's not responsible for them.
dude, I feel like she's going to snap at some kid wearing like Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, she's going to cut a finger off. With hedge trimmers. Yeah.
Some kid's going to walk up to her. "What kind of flowers are those?" "Oh, those are red roses." "Red roses?" "Red roses!" Like she had a temper on
And
her.
what are those? Red roses. And what are those? Red roses. And what are those? Succulents. I don't know.
Who sent you from Clemens?
Who put you up to this?
Oh man, that's funny.
Yes. How great. Yeah, y'all were her call to action.
Call to action.
You made her move.
Oh man. Well,
that's great. I think this was another wonderful episode of the Before and After podcast.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you guys like this new video component. We're going to do this every week now. So if you're listening to it.
Video. I'm sorry.
No, do what you're going to do.
I was just making fun of you. Video component.
please say it. Do it as me. Do it as me.
Thank you guys for watching with our new video component. As you know. You can rate and subscribe. That's you.
Yeah. Okay, honestly, you know how I kind of shit on your impersonations earlier? Dude, in the last 30 minutes, you've gotten pretty good. That's pretty
Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I watch you closely.
But yeah, if you're listening to this podcast, it's on YouTube now at the Before and After Podcast YouTube page. Subscribe to that.
Subscribe to the new YouTube page. I think it's the Before and After Pod or the Before and After Podcast. It's one of those.
Yeah, and like always, stay safe. And thanks for listening. My name is Tony Casillas. You can follow me at Comedian Tony Casillas.
Please go. My name is Parker Slavens. You can follow me at Parker Comedy. And Parker.Slavens on Snapchat. I've been Snapchatting a lot more. It's my new thing.
Thanks for listening.
That's my new thing. I want to make it my thing, Tony. Tony! It's my thing!
Hi, thank you for listening to the Before and After podcast. Make sure to rate and subscribe. Come on! Before and After, hi!